Right, I think we will start. So welcome to the latest webinar in the Neville series. Yeah, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Today, it will be myself, Ian Whitsey, Product Manager, presenting. My colleague, Aaron Jahal, will be joining us also, our brand Product Manager. Niall McCambridge, Sales Director at Neville's, and we will also be joined by Paul Miller, the Sales Director from Creative. The session should last around 20 minutes with time for questions at the end. If you have any questions, please click on the Q&A box button and then type your questions in there, and we will read these out at the end. Once the broadcast has ended, you will be directed to a survey via your web browser. If you could provide some feedback on this webinar, it will be greatly appreciated. If you do encounter any difficulties on the webinar, there will be a recording of this, so you will be able to play this on demand. So in today's webinar, we are going to be taking you through our new partnership with Creative. We'll provide you an introduction to Paul and the Creative brand. We will talk you through some of the key ranges being launched and the marketing packs you should all receive. Here is a quick introductory video for you. So we'll now hand you over to Niall, who will talk you through the partnership.
Thanks, Ian. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the webinar. Yeah, I think working in partnership, why Creative? I think Neville's we are truly excited with our new partnership with Creative. We see synergies between our two companies, and that coming together really does make both companies stronger and better partners for our distributors. Creative's knowledge, passion, expertise with melamine gives Neville's and their customers access to industry-leading melamine, buffet tableware, and we are really excited to bring this to our customers in partnership with Creative. What Neville's adds, we add a significant customer base. But also we've got our service proposition, marketing and sales support, which will guarantee that same support that we do with our Genware and other brand partners. The diverse ranges that Creative have to offer, they provide products that really can fit into the majority of sectors within the HoReCa world. We see it in contract catering, coffee shops, even QSR, and into the casual dining market. I think, and also, Creative, they devote a huge amount of time bringing innovation to the melamine space. And we certainly see them as one of the leading innovators of high quality melamine. This really does allow us to tap into that pipeline of innovation and product development, and add that to the Neville's strong product development pipeline across the Genware ranges and brands. So yeah, really excited to bring this to our customers, and yeah, looking forward to seeing the success of this between our two companies. Thanks, Ian. That's over to you.
Cheers, Niall. So I'd like to now introduce you to Paul, Sales Director at Creative, who will provide a quick introduction to the company.
Good morning, everyone. For people that don't know me, I am Paul Miller. I am the Sales Director and co-owner of Creative Retail Display. We are super excited to be partnering up with Neville's. Obviously, the sales and marketing proposition that these guys have is second to none. You only have to ask people in our industry who is a great company to work with, and they'll always say Neville's. The fact is that obviously they've got very good stock holding, their customer service is second to none. And obviously adding our brand into their existing portfolio gives us a massive amount of kudos from both parties. So yeah, thank you very much.
Paul, are you going to talk through some of the creative melamine features?
Sorry, I've actually come on mute. I think one of the benefits of Creative is the fact is that we do offer premium melamine solutions. I think a lot of the time when people are actually looking at our products, most people don't actually realise that the products are actually manufactured from melamine itself. I think that's one of the biggest compliments that obviously a lot of people have from us across both buffet and obviously both tableware solutions. Obviously, one of the things that does set us apart is our manufacturing skills and techniques and the way that we do manufacture. So we're one of the only manufacturers out there that actually has an in-house testing facility. So what basically that allows us to do is to make sure that when a product is manufactured, it's manufactured to the highest specification. So, for example, every production run we do, the product's tested first thing in the morning, middle of production, at the end of production. And we're one of the only companies globally that allows us to do that. Obviously, melamine as a material is a fantastic material. A lot of companies now are looking at it more in depth in terms of not just buffet, but more for tabletop as well. The days have gone where manufacturers were looking at, just cheap white Me Too product plates has definitely gone. The fact is that obviously all of our products are completely 100% food grade. They are lightweight and easy to use. And as we know, melamine as a material, even though it's not indestructible, is extremely durable and obviously completely dishwasher safe as well. So that is it. So like I said, we're super excited to be working with Neville's as a business. Hopefully I'll get to meet a lot of people over the coming months and introduce you to our products to people that don't know us. So yeah, just like to hand it back to the team at Neville. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Paul. So we have over 250 creative products being added to our range across 14 different ranges of melamine, as well as some silicone utensils, polywicker baskets, and metal risers. We will highlight some of these key ranges, which include Copenhagen, Utah, Marrakesh, and Tokyo. So to start us off, over to my colleague Aaron, who will start with the Copenhagen collection.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I'm the product manager for the brand now. So excited about the creative range. Ian, I think something's happened to the presentation. It's just my face at the minute.
Bear with me 1 second. Apologies, everyone. Is that better?
Yeah, it's back to normal now.
Apologies, sorry.
So the Copenhagen collection is the largest new collection we're bringing in. It makes up nearly 1/5 of the entire creative range being brought in. It's also one of the most exciting just thanks to the variety and versatility of the product range. The 48-piece 4-color collection offers a range of sizes, which means that it can appeal to a number of different customers and their needs, with the fact they're also made of melamine, meaning they're durable enough to withstand regular wear and tear. The scope and scale of the products and their mass appeal has been reflected in the last few years as the range has proven to be one of the best-selling lines for creative, and we expect that to continue moving forward. The Utah collection is a great addition to enhance any on-trend food display thanks to the well-replicated and striking copper effect. The 14-piece set is perfect for both an ambient and chilled environment and perfectly displays everything from extravagant cakes, freshly made bread, soft cream cheeses, and perfectly baked pastries. Thanks to melamine being 100% food safe and dishwasher safe, the Utah range is a useful addition for peace of mind and convenience. The durability and hardware and nature of the range also means you won't have to worry about damage in a fast-paced environment. The Marrakesh range is an exciting addition to the Neville's product range for a variety of reasons. The 16 pieces that make up the range are made up of display slabs and bowls that, thanks to their inspired and eye-catching design, that are available in 2 complementing colors. These designs would elevate any buffet display and can be used functionally or as centerpieces. The Marrakesh range has a successful track record across the UK and Europe over the last few years and has been one of the best-selling creative lines in that period. We fully expect that to continue. Although a new addition, the history and name recognition of creative has already meant that the range is creating buzz, and that is reflected in being one of the most requested samples of the creative range so far.
Thanks, Aaron. So the final collection to highlight is the Tokyo range. This is an innovative take on the traditional Japanese bento box from which the Tokyo collection name was born. This modern design is made from 100% food grade melamine, available in a choice of white or light oak finish. There is a choice of 3 interchangeable sized inserts for you to mix and match inside the bento box. This seamless and functional solution offers a multitude of presentation options suitable for a variety of establishments. The Tokyo is designed and being used in as I mentioned, a variety of establishments such as outdoor dining, for casual eateries, as well as staff and corporate dining as a direct replacement for disposable food packaging. Large hotel chains, as well as contract caterers, are actively reducing and replacing their plastic waste and see the Tokyo salad boxes as an excellent functional and reusable solution. So that's our July launch, with all items now live on the website in our coming soon section, and I believe most of the items are now in stock. I know there's some which we are still processing, but everything should be ready in the next couple of weeks. The marketing pack is now available on our products portal for you to download. You can access the portal via the QR code on this slide should you need to. Within the pack, you should receive all new imagery, list pricing for the new products, and we shall also add the recording of this webinar to that pack should you wish to share with your colleagues. The full July e-brochure is currently being finalised, and we aim to have this to you beginning of July. There will also be a standalone creative e-brochure. Again, we are expecting this to be ready at the beginning of July also. I would also like to highlight our showrooms in London, Manchester, and at our head office, as well as the creative showroom, which is a short 5-minute walk from our London showroom in Islington. Whilst we have some creative products in our showroom, I would highly recommend stopping by at Creatives on your next visit to get a better understanding of the products available. We have Romina, our fantastic showroom manager, who is busy working closely with our sales team and customers to ensure you get the most out of your showroom visits. Romina is available in the London showroom 5 days a week, so please get in touch and arrange your next showroom visit. She is happy to host you or your end user customers if required. To arrange a booking, you can do so using the QR code on this slide. This will direct you to a booking calendar for you to select a suitable time slot. If not, feel free to email us and email Romina directly, and she can arrange that booking for you. So finally, just a thank you. Apologies for the technical issues earlier on the presentation. But yeah, thank you for listening and your support of Neville's. I hope you found it useful and engaging. We will now answer any questions that you have sent in. So feel free to send those in if we haven't got any already. Noah, would you mind going through the questions for me, as I'm unable to access them currently?
Yeah, no problem, Ian. Yeah, nothing, no questions at the minute. Everybody seems to have everything answered during the presentation. Oh, can you advise where the FTP? Yeah, so there's a question here. Can you advise when the FTP link will be updated?
Well, we'll have to speak to marketing, but I would expect that to be done in the next couple of days. So I'm assuming that's in relation to all our additional imagery and any data. So I believe that will be updated soon, but I know we've got some marketing colleagues on this webinar, so they'll be on that straight away.
Yeah, and I think there's also the standalone creative brochure, which we have finished, which is just getting linked into one of our partners to make it interactive, and we're expecting that to be live in the next week.
Cool. Well, I'll just continue with my final bit of information, and if there's any additional questions in the meantime, still send them in. So as I mentioned earlier, this webinar is being recorded. We will make it available to you straight after we've finished here, and you will then be able to share it with any colleagues of yours. I would also like to bring to your attention our next webinar, which will be a PIM refresher. So if you would like to have a refresh on how to use our PIM system, our product portal, or are yet to try our PIM system, then please do sign up for this webinar. We will send out the registration for this in the next couple of weeks. So now, if there's no more questions.
There is one more question. It's, is there an MOQ with this range?
The only MOQ, so the general rule is if it's a buffet type item, then they're available in singles. If they're a tableware item, then they're available in pack sizes.
Ian, pack sizes are normally small?
They vary depending on the product, from sort of 6 to, if not a little bit lower, to 24s. It just depends on what the item is.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
The item that's slightly bigger, the pack size.
Yeah. Got another question. Do we foresee any issues with the EU market?
We certainly recognise that getting product into the EU is quite difficult, but our advantage is the fact that we've got a warehouse facility over in Holland where we are able to stock melamine there, which is, whilst the processing can be a struggle to get it into Europe, the fact that we've got the warehouse makes that easier, and because we've got the product in the EU, it makes it easier to transport throughout the EU. So I don't envisage it being too much of an issue for us.
Yeah, I think, yeah, we've got to recognise there are challenges. As Ian said, our warehouse, we are actively and have active SKUs of melamine in our EU warehouse, which we either we're currently transferring from our UK stock on a weekly or fortnightly basis. And yeah, we're providing all of the documentation that allows that product to enter the warehouse in Holland. And then once we have it in the Holland warehouse, then that's active, it's got free circulation. One further question, do we need to list products as Genware or creative? Creative brand. it's certainly when we're listing it as creative, aren't we? So
yeah, it's recognised on our website as a creative product. So yeah, feel free to recognise it as a creative brand in your literature or websites.
yeah, so everything currently and foreseeable is listed as a creative product. So the branding on the products is creative, and it's a partner brand, and all of our marketing is under the creative banner.
No more questions now?
One last one, I think. Will you have the whole ranges from creative like the rest of the buffet range?
So currently we've taken, as I mentioned earlier, about just over 250 lines. This represents a high proportion of their sales. We spent quite a lot of time with creative and working out what are their best selling ranges and what would be a good starting point for us to get this off the ground. So we typically went for things which had really good sales history as a starting point. This isn't the end of our development with creative. We do expect to add a few more ranges in the future. Those items that we aren't stocking are available, but as sort of special orders. So there is sort of different terms to those products, but feel free to share what items you're interested in, and we can see what we can do moving forward.
I think, yeah, Ian, just from a SKU count point of view, is it 260 odd?
It's just over 250. I think it's 251.
Yeah, so we've currently got 251 creative SKUs that are listed, and I think, yeah, just to back up what Ian said, you know, we're certainly not in the business of not selling, and I think if there is you know, if there is demand for a range that we haven't listed, then we will certainly look at those ranges.
Yeah.
That's it. Last question done. Thank you, everybody.
Perfect.
Oh,
right.
There, we've got an answer from our marketing department already. The full Excel document with all the product data, info, and HTTP link, image links are updated daily. The actual images will be updated within the next week. Thank you.
Perfect. Right. Thank you very much again for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.